I created this look and I went for like a smoky, vampy, full look, and this is what I got. And I used the Morphe palette to get this. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep on watching.
Hey you guys, so we are starting with a freshly primed and moisturized face, and we are starting off with the brows. I used two pencils. The first one I am using now is a dark brown, just a regular eye pencil that you could get from any beauty supply store, pharmacy, or Walgreens, or any of those places. I use this pencil to outline and to fill in my brows. I also use it to shade the front part of my brows just a little bit, because I am going to be going in with a darker color, so I don't want to leave the front of my brows looking empty. Okay, now I am using a spoolie or mascara brush, whatever you want to call it. I am using that to blend the front of my brows so that you don't see that harsh line. I hate seeing it on people. Like, your brows are not supposed to be looking like that, honey. So we gotta blend them, okay? Now you see me going in with the black eyebrow pencil, and I'm just using it on the tail or the end of my brows. So I'm using it as an outline again, only for the ends, and to fill them in as well. So after I do this, I am going back in with the first shade, which is a dark brown, to darken up the front of my brows a little bit. And we're blending, as we have to blend, y'all, because you don't want your eyebrows looking all jacked up, okay? So now I'm taking LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm gonna use it to clean up my brows, because we gotta clean them brows up. They're looking all kinda jacked up right now. Yeah, I know they look messy, but don't worry, they'll look a whole lot better after we clean them up. You don't have to worry about the shape of them really when you're filling them in, because this is why we have concealer, everybody. Like, we use a concealer to clean them up, to make them a whole lot neater. Your brows can be looking all kind of jacked looking mess before, but once you go in with that concealer, I promise you, your brows will be looking all tops of fly, honey. Like, yes. You want to blend out that concealer too. You don't want to just draw the line and leave it. No. That's another thing that I hate seeing on people. Like, you can't just outline the brows. No. That's not what we're doing. We are cleaning them up, okay? So you gotta blend. Okay, here you see me coming back with my other brow cleaned up. I did that off camera, as I already kind of showed you guys what to do with the first brow. So now I'm taking that same LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm using it as a base for my eyeshadow. I rather using a concealer, because to me it lasts way longer if you use like an eyeshadow primer. and I find it that the concealer is a whole lot thicker too. I rather use my fingers as well to blend that concealer out, as to me my fingers just do a lot better than brushes do, to be honest. And that's my preference. You don't have to, but that's what I like to do. Now you'll see me taking translucent powder on this brush. This brush set is from Beach Cosmetics. I'm not sure for the exact name of it, but yeah, you want to use the translucent powder to set the concealer so it doesn't crease on you. Now I am going to be highlighting the brow bone. I'm taking the gold shade from a drugstore palette. It's called Strobing and Shading Highlight and Contour. It's from Absolute New York. I bought this at my local beauty supply store. It was like $10. Yeah, so it was pretty reasonable. Now you're gonna blend out the brow bone highlight, as you don't want to leave a harsh line. So for today's look, we are using Morphe's 3502 palette, and I'm telling you guys, I absolutely love this palette. So the first shade that I will be using as my translucent, why did I say translucent? What's that word again? My transition shade is Orb. It's like a warm tone brown, and that's just to warm up my crease a little bit to help the other colors blend easily. Now I am going in with the shade Terracotta, and I am putting that mostly not directly in my crease, but it's preparing me for that cut crease. So I'm just taking that to deepen up my crease and a little under my brow bone as well. You want to blend it with the transition color as well, so you don't have that one color here and the other there. No, you gotta blend it out so it looks absolutely seamless. I am also taking that color on the outer corner of my lid, as I am doing a half cut crease. So you want to take it on the end of your outer lid just to give it that darker shade. Now going in with the color Chestnut, I'm using that on a crease brush from the same BH Cosmetic brush set, and I'm using that to deepen up my crease. I only used it in my crease and my outer V. You really want to blend this out, guys. You don't want to just put it in the crease and leave it there. No, that's not what we do. You gotta blend, honey. You gotta blend like your life depends on it, okay? Now I'm going back in with that first blending brush that I used for the transition shade, and I'm taking that to blend everything together. Using that, it gives a more seamless application, so that's why I used that brush and not a clean brush, and it helps to bring back the transition shade a little bit too. Now it's time to cut the crease, y'all. Hey, cut it. Cut it. cut it. Okay. I'm using the same LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn to cut my crease. Guys, this is the hardest part of the look, cutting the crease. You cannot focus on anything else when you're doing this. Like, if you even move a little bit, like, your whole cut crease could be a mess. For me, I have hooded eyes, so I have to create a new crease. So I take the concealer above my natural crease and just create a new crease, because if you do the cut crease in your natural crease when you have hooded eyes, when you look up, you will not, or people will not be able to see the cut crease. So you have to create another crease. Now I'm just taking my fingers to blend that concealer a little bit and to blend the ends, as I don't want to leave that harsh line. So I'm taking that same translucent powder again to set the concealer, and I keep looking down as I don't want to look up before I set it, and it causes it to crease. Okay, so I did the other eye off camera as it was giving me a whole lot of problems out, but I fixed it and I made it workable. So now I'm taking, it's like the shimmery shade from the Maybelline Nude palette. They don't have names, so it's that pinkish, it's a shimmer shade. That's all I can say, because they don't have names, so there's no way for me to tell you what shade it is, but it is from the Maybelline's Nude palette. You want to pack that color on for you to get the intensity that you want. Now I'm taking a blending brush. It's a Morphe. I'll list it in the, I try to find the name of the stuff that I didn't mention in the video and list them in the description box. So I'm just taking that shade on the outer corners to blend it in to the cut crease. I did my lashes and wing liner off camera as well, as I'm still having trouble with doing this, but I try my best. I went back in with my brow bone highlight, as I find that all the blending kind of took away some of the color. Now it's time for foundation. I am using Mary Kay's liquid foundation in the shade Bronze 4, and this foundation will last in even water. I have went swimming with this foundation on, and believe me, it stays on, okay? I promise you that. I'm using a damp beauty blender. I just sprayed it with water, and I'm using that to blend my foundation in. Yeah, I'm so nervous right now recording this voiceover, but I'm gonna do it anyways. That wrap made, like, I cannot do makeup with that wrap on, but I didn't want to mess up my hair, because I also did a video of this hairstyle previously to this one, so you can also check that out. It will be up after this video goes up. Gotta blend for your life, girl. Blend, blend, blend. Now going back in with LA Girls Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I know I've used this a lot, but still it's my favorite concealer, so I'm taking that to highlight under my eyes. And on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my forehead, and my chin. And I'm going back in with the same beauty blender to blend it out as well. Just brightening it up a little bit because it wasn't enough. But yeah, now we're blending. Yeah, there's a whole lot of blending. You have to blend, guys, like you really do. See how seamless it looks when you blend? If you do want a more detailed video of me highlighting and contouring, you could comment in the comment section and let me know. Don't mind me and my dancing. I don't know what song I was listening to. I really don't. Oh yeah, it was She For Everybody by Armand and Trey featuring Jazz from Perfect Glass. Now I'm taking Ben Nye banana powder to bake those areas where the concealer is. I don't really pack on a lot of this like I see others do, as I don't want my face looking cakey after a while. So now it's time to set the rest of the face, and I'm dusting away the banana powder under, not under my eyes, but I'm just dusting it off everywhere except my under eyes, as I wanted to kind of attract that color from the powder a little more. And I am also using Mary Kay setting powder to set the rest of my face. Now it's time for contour, honey. We gotta chisel the face. I am taking the same strobing and shading highlight and contour palette from Absolute New York, and I am taking the darkest shade in that palette to contour my cheekbones, my nose, my forehead, and under my chin. You have to blend the contour out, as you don't want that harsh line. And I'm using the same, it's a contour brush from the BH Cosmetic palette. Now it's time to dust away the powder under eyes. Wait, what did I just say? Time to dust away the powder from under my eyes. Like, I'm all types of messing up today. I don't know why. Why did I do that? Now it's time for a highlight, my favorite part. Going back into that strobing and shading highlight and contour palette from Absolute New York. And I'm taking that golden highlighter to highlight my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. Look at that glow, honey. Look at me glow, ayy. Look at me glow. Now you want to blend everything together, and you don't want the harsh lines. So we need everything to be seamless. Now going back into the Morphe palette for the under eyes, I'm taking the translucent shade, which is Orb. That's the first shade we're gonna put under our eyes. As you want a seamless blend, you don't want to just put the colors there. Then we're going back into terracotta to darken it up a little. I tried my best to stay in the camera, guys. My mirror was on the table, so I tried my absolute best to not go too close to the mirror. Now it's time. Oh, and we also use chestnut too. I was rambling, so I forgot to mention it. But now we're putting mascara on the lower lashes. I hardly have lower lashes, y'all. Like, I don't know, God forgot to bless me with them, but I got skills, so I kind of made some with my mascara. Bless the souls who made mascara. Now I am taking a lip liner from Mary Kay. It's from their MK Signature. It's in the shade Plum. I'm using that to outline my lips. Now I am going in with NYX Plum, which is a little lighter than MK's signature plum shade. So I kind of used that one to create a gradient effect. You could kind of see where it's a little lighter. And then I went into NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. It dries matte in the shade Vintage. So I'm just going over the liner and to fill in the space. Now it's time to set the face. I am using NYX again matte setting spray. Now it's time to take off the scarf. When I took the scarf off, I realized that the top of my head didn't get any product, so I just went back into my contour shade and blended out or to give it color. That's it for the look, guys. We're all done. So subscribe to my channel, guys, like this video, and follow me on Snapchat at Lacey16.